Well, 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 the puritanical prude party took away the TikTok, and then the fascist party brought it back again. Brought us a ceasefire. Very strange times we're living in, I have to say. It doesn't make me fascist. Just saying. I want to know. I am trying to understand without judgment why Keir Starmer, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris clearly, powerfully, emotionally believe that Israelis are massacred by terrorists and Palestinians somehow merely lose their lives. It is their bias, without question. The evidence is everywhere. I don't mind their bias. My bias is the opposite. It's a bias. I may assure you, I don't think they are evil. They are very normal, as far as I can tell, very decent people, the normalest of people. And I would not say that about myself. I'm pretty sure I'd not like them. My friends tend rougher, decent by accident. There is something in Keir Joe Cam and their lot which might be attached to their bias, which I instinctively recoil at. I think it is arrogance. It is an arrogance I have observed a lot in racist religious people, which they are. They disagree arrogantly, like Hillary Clinton did with BLM, but here I am in judgment, and I'd rather not be, only in feeling. I'd think that as they came up, the education they had led them to identify with the Judeo-Christian values about merit, God, education, relationship to family, and to their brothers and sisters. Values unquestionable. You'd all be nodding your heads right now. Not I. I don't have those values. I don't prioritize them. One by one, my values are worth, not merit, spirit, not God, parentheses, no, not spiritual, spirit, as strong in the horse and the wind as in any human. So yes, pagan, do with that what you will. Education light, not indoctrination. Relationships and loyalties to family or tribe, for me, are to everyone. I don't prioritize them. That's me, just to separate myself. As far as I can tell, the Palestinians share Keir's values, except Keir, Joe, and Kamala seem to have an essential colonialist and racist belief. If you are good like them, you will be successful. You'd not find yourself in Gaza. You'd be McWhirter, John McWhirter. You'd disidentify with your root community and imagine a raceless world of bright, middle-class, college-educated people, no matter their color, who share the artificialities of the bland language of that class, flat, reasonable, passionless, condescending, concealing, ornate, and crafted to never offend the like-minded. I digress again. Why don't I agree with Keir? That's the important question. Why don't I agree with these three? I rack the brain. I think it is the shared language and the humorlessness and the fear that doth accompany the unsmiling soul. Cause aside, I just like the Palestinians much more than Keir or Kamala or Joe. The ones I have met, the ones I have seen on my screens, not out of pity, no. It's just a thing. You might challenge me to speak more about this, and I might. When I understand it, I don't. In the meantime, just accept I don't like these people and their various entourages. I really do not like them. Do I like them more than you know who? No. About the same. Bottom line, both political parties in the US have revealed themselves to share values I don't. They are inseparable. But, you'll say, and I'll say, hush, I haven't the time nor patience to hear you try. Enough to say they share absolutely their disdain for the Palestinian people. Only the Republicans admit it. That is a deep vein here. It is a disdain shared by the Western people and their leadership for all Muslims not bearing gifts of petroleum. Was it ISIS, 9/11, all that? Yes, sure. But the disdain is older, much older. And I say the disdain contributed to ISIS and 9/11. When 9/11 happened, it was my first thought. By then, my knowing had changed from the Munich Olympics, for instance, or Lockerbie. I couldn't understand these terrible acts, but in those days, Baader-Meinhof was active, the IRA. So as a young teen, I thought these extremisms were not specific to any religion. There's no right and wrong here, or better, all right and all wrong, where Keir, Joe, and Kamala decide that after this history, 1,500 years of Islam being markedly more civilized than Christianity, October the 7th greenlit genocide. I didn't. That is what happened. But to be fair, something in them took that path, something in me didn't. Apart from their love of their God and my mere tolerance of him, we have the same information, the same evidences, and they go there and I go here. I just have to accept it. I say I have no reason to condemn them for their instinct, but they are my enemy. I will vote against them on this issue. Not on this issue alone, but it permeates all the others. Now I don't have to hang out with people I don't like. The last 15 months has revealed a world of other sisters and brothers who took the same evidences and came to conclusions similar to mine. One thing, should this cease end up as peace and Palestinians decide on vengeance, it would be understandable, but little more. I'm so far away from my culture that I was disturbed by the US media's response to the ceasefire possibility. What will Israel be thinking? I said my piece on that elsewhere, but in my opinion, they have blown their cover as somehow special. The impunity is gone. They are as vile as anybody ever, as the rest of us have always been, either in deed or potential, which is the point. And as the criminal delusion that any God makes us immune, the God of Deuteronomy should now be put to his testy rest. The US is worse off, and Keir and Germany again. They have attempted their last genocide, and I hope their last arrogance and their last genocide.